We are going to take a look at the details for administering insulin. There are several things that you want to do when you're administering insulin. First, you need to decide if the dose should be measured in units or in milliliters. If it is U100 insulin, it should be measured in units. If it is U500 insulin, it should be measured in milliliters. Second, you'll determine the correct amount to measure, and third, we'll quote measure the correct amount on the correct syringe. So let's take a look at an example. We're to calculate the dosage. We're to shade the dosage on the syringe. The order is for Humulin regular U100 50 units subcut and Humulin NPH U100 18 units subcut at 7:30 a.m. So we are allowed to mix the two types of insulin to give one injection. So the total amount in my syringe should be the total of the two different types ordered. So I'll do the math. I want to give 50 units of the first type, and I want to give 18 units of the second type. So I want to give a total of 68 units. And because it is all U100, I want to use an insulin syringe. So this syringe is mLs, so we're not using that one. This syringe is units, but it only goes up to 30, so I don't want to use that one. This syringe is units again, but only goes up to 50. So it looks like this is my syringe because it's in units, and it goes up to 100, so here's 60. Now these go by 2, so 2, 4, 6, 8 is right here. So that line right before the 70, and I'll shade this in. This is the total amount of insulin that I should administer for this order. Let's take a look at our next example. Again, we have an order, this time for Novolin regular U100 36 units and Novolin Lente U100 22 units. So like the previous problem, we're going to start by adding to get a total amount. So we want 36 units of the first kind, 22 units of the second kind. So we do our math and we have a total of 58 units. We look back and everything here is U100. That means we're giving it in units. We'll want to use our unit syringe. We need the 100 unit one. So 50, 52, 54, 56, 58 is right here. And we'll want to shade all of this. This is how much insulin we will give our patient. So U100, very straightforward. We are literally giving exactly what's ordered using the unit syringe. Our third example is for Humulin R, regular, U500. So immediately when I see this, this insulin is to be converted to milliliters. And our order here is for 250 units. So I'm going to use the nursing formula first, and I'll show you some other ways as well. Nursing formula, we have doctor's order, what we have on hand, times a quantity that is in. So my doctor has ordered 250 units. Remember, we're not allowed to abbreviate units. What I have on hand, that's in this U500. I have 500 units in a milliliter. And we looked at the labels on our pre-lecture that help us remember what U500 is. And so I do the math for this, and I should give 1/2 milliliter. So looking at all my syringes, I want the milliliter syringe. So this one right here is 0.5, and so I will administer 1/2 milliliter of insulin. Now, if you prefer dimensional analysis, you can set it up that way as well. So we can have our order 250 units, and we'll put that over 1 to make it a fraction. We want to cancel units, so 500 units goes on the bottom, and that's in 1 ml. Cancel our units, do our math, and we get the exact same answer. We also can use a proportion here, and in a proportion, we have 250 units ordered. We want to convert that into milliliters. And we'll match up our labels. So the U500 tells us there are 500 units in each milliliter. And so then we can cross multiply to solve, and we'll get the same answer no matter which way we prefer to do the problem. Let's take a look at one more example. So as I read through this one, the client's going to be using the sliding scale, and we notice here that it is U100, so super important. That means that this is going to be given in units with an insulin syringe. So our client has a finger stick of 364, so that would be in this range. That means that I want to give them 6 units. And so I look at my two syringes. This is in milliliters, so that's not going to work. That's for U500. This syringe is in units, so that's exactly what I want there. We want to give them 6 units, which is right here. And so we'll shade this area as the amount of insulin to administer.